In this video series, we're going to be looking at what PPC is, how it works, and most importantly, how you can improve the profitability of the pay-per-click campaigns you run for your business. What's up people, my name's Tim, I'm Head Ninja at Exposure Ninja, and in this video series we're going to be looking at PPC, what it is, how it works, and how you can improve the profitability of your campaigns. So this video is going to be a quick introduction to PPC and looking at some of the key elements to a profitable and successful pay-per-click campaign. So first up, what is PPC? Well, PPC is pay-per-click advertising, basically any advertising channel online where you're paying every time somebody clicks on the ad. Now the most popular PPC channel, and the one that we're going to be looking at today, is Google Ads, where you're basically advertising on the search results pages on Google. So when you type in a keyword and you see those ads at the top and bottom of the pages, that is what we're going to be talking about today. So why do businesses love PPC and why do we find ourselves recommending it so often to clients and leads? Well, basically there are two main benefits to PPC as an advertising channel. The first is speed. If you need more sales or leads through your website in like the next month, there are very few ways as effective and fast as pay-per-click. With a pay-per-click ad, you're getting qualified traffic straight from Google to your site very quickly. Typically, you can get the ad set up and get some traffic coming through within a few days, depending on how much time you're putting into the campaign, obviously. So that speed is really useful, particularly if you need to test a new product or a new website or a new offering, or if your business just really needs some sales right now. And who doesn't love speed? So speed is a real key benefit of pay-per-click and one of the advantages. The second advantage is the data that we get, and the data advantage from pay-per-click is massive. You see, if you want to find out which keywords people are searching for that are then turning into leads through your business, pay-per-click is by far the best way to do it. You don't get that information from organic search results, and organic search also takes much longer. Now, of course, Exposure Ninja is known for our SEO. We absolutely love SEO. We've built loads of businesses based on SEO. So we're never going to say SEO isn't good. SEO is amazing, but it is slower than pay-per-click. Now, obviously the downside of pay-per-click is that you're paying for every single click, so it can get expensive, and if you've tried and experimented and failed with PPC previously, you'll know it can feel a bit like a big fat black hole with Google's name on, where you just pump your company's profits, and then Google takes all that money and invests it in self-driving cars and taking photos of every single street in the entire world, and the most ridiculous of all of their experiments, Google+. So Google has taken all of the pay-per-click budget and invested it in all of the rest of the Google empire. That's basically how it funds Google. So pay-per-click is an extremely profitable thing for Google. That doesn't necessarily mean it's bad for us, because actually it can be very profitable, but it has to be run very carefully. So let's look at some of the components of a profitable PPC campaign. The first component is, or the first thing to understand really, is intent. Intent is so important with PPC, because when you're choosing which keywords to advertise against, you've got to be conscious that there are there are many different types of intent for searchers, but there are two real main types of intent. You've got informational searchers, and then you've got commercial searchers. So informational searchers are people who are looking for information. So if I'm thinking about cosmetic dentistry, for example, I might be searching for best whitening treatment, right? Or Invisalign versus braces. Those are informational searches where I'm trying to get a specific answer. Now, if I'm looking to buy something, I might be searching for cosmetic dentist Nottingham. So that has commercial intent, because that's typically going to result in a purchase or an inquiry. When you're running pay-per-click campaigns and you're paying for every single click, you typically want the commercial searches. You want the people that are going to turn into money. You don't want to waste too much of your budget on these informational people, because they're actually not going to buy, or they're not going to buy right now. There are circumstances where you target informational search terms. For example, if you have a very, very long buying cycle and you want to get people right at the start, but on the whole, you'll typically be wanting to target people with commercial intent only. So that is the first criteria, or the first thing to be conscious of, is intent. The second factor to a successful pay-per-click campaign is understanding volume. So volume is important because obviously if you're showing your ads on keywords that have very low search volumes, you're unlikely to get much traffic. So you need to make sure the phrases that you're targeting have enough volume there to actually generate the leads and sales that you're looking for. Now, volume is one of the most misunderstood and kind of wrongly prioritized metrics in Google Ads. People tend to think that, oh, higher volume must be really good. So we'll talk about that in a bit more detail. And in the next video, I'm going to give you a formula that you can use, which actually shows you that volume really isn't as important as some of these others, but you do need enough search volume so that it's actually possible to generate leads and sales. The third area that you need to be careful about is budget. Now, this is probably the one that is most often got wrong, particularly by small and medium-sized companies. When you're doing Google Ads, you need to be investing enough that you can actually expect to get leads and sales. And again, in the next video, I'm going to give you a formula that you can use to work out what your budget should be. But it's not uncommon for us to be sent a pay-per-click campaign for, you know, a really, really tiny company who's got very, very small budget, and they'll have something like this. They'll be paying £3 per click, and they might have set a budget of, you know, £15 a day, really low budget. And they're saying, why is it not converting? Why are we not getting leads or sales? Pay-per-click's rubbish. Well, £3 CPC, you're probably going to be getting 5 visitors a day, right, if your budget's £15 a day. So let's say that your website converts at 1%, which is pretty poor, but it's about average. You're going to need 100 visitors on that site before you're going to get a lead or sale. So with 5 visitors a day, you're going to be waiting 20 days before you're getting that lead. With a budget like that, it's just going to take ages. There's no way around it. So again, in the next video, we're going to look at the formula. For now, just know that if you're not investing a proper budget in pay-per-click, you can't expect to get any results, or you expect to get very slow results. It doesn't mean it's not working. It just means you're going very slowly. Imagine like an hourglass with a really small gap. Right? It's going to get there, but it's just going to take a long time. The next component in a successful ad campaign is the quality of the ads. So ad quality, we're going to say. Ad quality is really important because it has a large impact on the amount that you're paying per click. If your ad quality is high, you'll pay less per click than competitors. If your ad quality is low, then you'll pay more per click versus competitors. So you'll get less traffic and you'll be spending more. So what influences ad quality? Well, there's a few things, but let's just use an example. So let's say that I'm searching for diamond engagement rings, buy online. And I see an ad that says, buy diamond engagement rings online. Immediately that matches what I've searched for, so I'm more likely to click on it. So it's going to see a higher click-through rate. That's an indication to Google that that's a good quality ad, particularly if it's then using those terms or other compelling terms in the ad copy itself. Because what Google wants to do is it wants to show more of the ads that are getting clicks and less of the ads that aren't getting clicks. So if my ad is getting clicks, that's an indication that it's good quality. Then if I go through to the landing page and the landing page is all about buying diamond rings online, great, I'm going to browse around and I might even buy one. So Google's going to see that kind of experience and say, okay, this is good. Now, if you contrast that for another ad, let's say that said buy jewelry online. Well, I've just searched for buy diamond rings online. If I see that buy jewelry online ad, I'm less likely to click it because actually I just search for diamond rings, not just all jewelry. I don't want to trawl through jewelry like digging through a TK Maxx. I just want to find the diamond rings, right? And then let's say that I somehow mistakenly clicked on that ad and I land on a page which is all about necklaces and earrings, really low relevance to me at all. So I'm more likely to come straight back onto Google and click another ad. So Google's going to see that whole interaction and say, okay, that's a low quality experience. So the ad quality score is going to go down and that's going to put up the CPCs for that particular campaign over time. So ad quality score is important. Get it right and you'll pay less for your ads, and we'll talk about that in a future video. The next element of a profitable PPC campaign is your landing page quality. Now, similar to ad quality, landing page quality has a big impact on the overall success of your profitability of your PPC campaign. If taking this example with the 1% conversion rate, if we're converting at 1%, it's going to take us 20 days to get a lead or sale using that horrifically low example. If this landing page was converting at 10%, it would only take 2 days to get a lead or sale, because we're getting 5 visitors a day. So 20 days versus 2 days. If your landing page is converting more of the visitors into leads, it stands to reason you're going to be making more money for the same amount of clicks. So just like lowering your cost per click or increasing your budget, improving your conversion rate is going to improve the quality, the profitability of your campaign. In the 3rd or 4th video of this series, we're going to look at the anatomy of the perfect PPC landing page, so stay tuned for that one. And then the final element, last but definitely not least, look at that says offer, O-F-F-E-R, offer. The offer is one of the elements that's least talked about in a pay-per-click campaign, but it's super important. Let's say that I'm operating a cosmetic dental practice here in Nottingham called Ninja Smiles. And Ninja Smiles offers a whole range of dental treatments, but I realized that lots of people who come in for expensive cosmetic treatments first get their teeth whitened. So what I might do is I might target people who are searching for cosmetic dentists, and I might say, free teeth whitening in Nottingham, come in and have a free consultation, and we're going to project what your perfect smile could look like for you and lay out a treatment plan, right? Something a bit more concise than that, but it's late, so we're gonna take that information, turn that into an ad. And then we're also gonna mention that on the landing page. That has a high perceived value because I get a free teeth whitening and this free consultation. Really, really high perceived value. Like, people will pay for that, it's so good. And what that's gonna mean is that more people are gonna click on my ad. I'm gonna get a higher click-through rate, better quality score. I'm gonna get a higher conversion rate on my landing page. So landing page is gonna go up because my offer is good, because my offer has a high perceived value. Now, if we compare that to what most people are doing, most dental practices will say something like, inquire today, which is okay, but how high is the perceived value? It's really low, isn't it? What's gonna happen if I inquire? Great, someone's gonna try and pitch me on something. So there's no perceived value there, which means the click-through rate's gonna be lower because people aren't gonna be massively fussed. Oh, great, yeah, I'm gonna click on that one because they're gonna let me contact them. Oh, fantastic, what I've always wanted, yes. And then they get to the landing page, they're like, oh, a contact form. Oh, this is the best day ever. Can't wait to fill in my details. Right, it's just not gonna happen. So we are gonna get conversions through that, and contact is fine as a call to action, but it has a much lower perceived value than something more compelling, such as the free thing with the consultation. So improving the offer can also improve the performance of this whole thing because it helps with making more of our budget, it helps with our quality score, it helps with landing page conversions as well. So those are the kind of core elements of a PPC campaign. In the next video, I'm going to take you through a formula that you can use to work out how much profit you should be expecting from your ads, how much you can afford to pay per click, and kind of gives you a bit of a sanity check on, is PPC going to be right for you? Now, if you want any help with your PPC, we have a dedicated team here at Exposure Ninja that spend their entire lives doing pay-per-click. They are brilliant. We call them our PPC ninjas and we love them. So what you can do is request a free website and marketing review from us. We will take a look at your pay-per-click campaigns, any competitor campaigns that might be running. If you're not running PPC yet, we'll give you an indication of how you could be using it and how profitable it might be for you. To request this free review, all you need to do is go to exposureninja.com, click that big fat button, fill in a bit of info about your business, and then one of our team will record you a 15-minute video which shows you how you could be generating more leads and sales through your digital marketing, including pay-per-click. Go and do it now, and then I'll see you in the next video.